We're just going to give it a second to let the waiting room clear. Please make sure you're muted as you enter. All right, good afternoon. This is a hearing before the Boston Cannabis Board, the BCB. Today is January 28th, 2026. Today's hearing is being conducted pursuant to amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. This hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. Before I review some procedural matters, I will introduce Chairwoman Kathleen Joyce.
Thank you, Jasmine. Good afternoon. My name is Kathleen Joyce. I'm Chair of the Boston Cannabis Board. Today I'm pleased to be joined by Commissioner John Smith, Commissioner Sonal Gandhi, Commissioner Jack Kenslaw, and Commissioner Ramon Soda.
Thank you, Chairwoman Joyce. My name is Jasmine Nguyen, and I am the Boston Cannabis Board Manager. We are also joined by Luke Santhouse, who is our Cannabis Licensing Specialist. While the public is encouraged to attend the meeting, no additional public testimony will be accepted. I will read each item into the record as they appear on the agenda. We'll then hear comments from the board members. I will then ask for a motion if there's any questions to the motion, and then there will be a vote. Each board member has the ability to grant with conditions, defer, reject without prejudice, which means the applicant can return anytime with an application at the same location, or reject with prejudice, which means the applicant cannot reapply at the same location for 1 year. The first item we have is an amendment to an already approved license. The licensee is Underground Legacy Social Club, LLC, doing business as Underground Legacy. The license premise is 1379 Blue Hill Ave in Mattapan. The license type is a marijuana retailer license, and they are requesting to amend their operating hours. The current hours are 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday. The proposed hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. Chairwoman Joyce.
Sure. After the hearing last week, I think the licensee was in agreement. He should go back and work with the Civic Association a little bit more, let them know what exactly he's proposing to do, since it's been a long time since he talked to them. In their initial application, there were some comments specific to hours, so I think I would vote to defer this.
Any other comments before we take a vote on this application? No. Chair Joyce, can you just say the motion again?
Sorry about that. I make a motion to defer until the licensee meets with the Civic Association.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? And none opposed. So this matter will be deferred to the applicant meets with the Civic Association. All right, the next licensee we have is also requesting an amendment to the operating hours. The licensee is Castle Leaf LLC, doing business as Castle Leaf. The license premise is 100 Leo Berman Parkway in Brighton. The license type is a marijuana retailer and product manufacturer license. And their current hours are 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. The proposed hours are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday. Chairwoman Joyce.
Thanks, Jasmine. I think this location can support this additional net 1 hour a day. I think it's a good location that makes sense for this amended hour, and there was support.
Any other comments from the commissioners? Go ahead, Commissioner.
Yeah, I would just say I really appreciated the sales data that the applicant provided. I mean, the fact showing that they pretty consistently have a high number of sales in the last hour of business during the week or on Sundays, I think really kind of makes the decision a lot easier for us as well.
Any other comments? Chair Joyce, is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the request for amended hours.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? And none opposed. All right, the petition for an amendment of hours is granted as requested. Now we will move to our new license applications. The first applicant we have is Injaga LLC. The proposed license premise is 1102A Blue Hill Avenue in Dorchester. The license type is a marijuana retail license. The proposed hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week, and this is an equity applicant. We'll start with comments, beginning with Chairwoman Joyce.
Excuse me. Um, Specific to the location, I think the location is fine. It's about 0.8 miles to the next closest dispensary. There was a lot of community support for the applicant himself and for this business at this location. The applicant was very engaged in the process. So those are my comments.
Commissioner Smith?
Yeah, thank you for the follow-up information we got from them from Enjada. I was a little bit kind of wanting to understand the space more and everything. I'm comfortable with it. Thank you.
Commissioner Gandhi?
I also appreciated getting a sense of what the inside looks like. I did notice that there were some notes about the parking in the back of the property. So I think it would be based on some of the traffic impacts that we've heard on other applications, et cetera. I think it'd be helpful to get some information on that, but that's not a deal breaker. I just think it would be helpful to ensure that we get that information as soon as it's available.
Commissioner Kinsler?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely just the community support and the ties to the community that the applicant had really came through in listening to the application. The fact that he's has a couple other businesses in the area that he's run and has a big, a dedication to hiring people in the community and kind of having to be in partnership with the community space that he's planning to run next door. During the hearing, he had kind of said that he was planning on some youth events at the one next door, which caused a little bit of concern for me. But I think the fact that it was more about kind of like a all-purpose social club that might have some dedicated for teens, and then even some educational things to try to give people the opportunity to learn about jobs in the cannabis industry seems really intriguing. So I think it'll take some care, but I think he did address my concerns sufficiently.
Commissioner Soto?
Yeah, just echoing the other commissioners that appreciated the applicant's responses to the questions, but also the kind of genuine way that he wants to support his community. And I think, and I wish him luck. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Chairman Joyce, is there a motion?
Yes, I make a motion to approve this application.
Is there a second? All in favor? All right, and none opposed. Petition is granted. The next item would be item number 4. As stated at the transactional hearing, item number 4 on MAD LLC will be rescheduled to a later date. So our final matter is New Growth LLC. The proposed license premise is 100 to 104 Business Street, number 5, also known as 161 Reservation Road in Hyde Park. The license type is a marijuana delivery operator license. The proposed hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week. This is an equity applicant, and there is a buffer zone conflict. We'll start with comments, beginning with Chairman Joyce.
First, thank you, Jasmine, for reminding me that this was an already approved location for delivery. The previous licensee let their host community agreement, they just didn't renew their host community agreement. That being said, a couple of comments about the buffer zones. I was concerned about the school being located there. The train tracks. I'm comfortable with this location as it's in its proximity to the school because the train tracks provide an impassable barrier. And then layered on top of that, the fact it's not retail, people won't be going in and out, and it is just delivery. It's limited to delivery. I really have no issues.
Commissioner Smith?
Thanks, Jasmine. No, I don't have any issues. I think it's delivery. It's not. Yeah. Okay.
Commissioner Kinsler?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, other than the school issue, which I think definitely has been kind of sufficiently addressed, the one concern I did have was just the staffing plan. It seemed like it was planning on being a little threadbare at first, but I think, I certainly understand with an equity applicant, it's kind of hard to have all of the capital up front, and they need to make sure that they're kind of planning sustainably. So, I think I'm in favor of it, and just hope that they'll be able to expand some of the staffing levels and have more coverage as they're able to grow as a company.
Commissioner Soto?
Thanks, Jasmine. I wanted to thank the applicant for the follow-up with respect to the community voice, and in particular the city councilor, for having done that outreach. I think it's important, even if it's not a storefront necessarily, just so that the community is aware. I think is helpful in general. So I appreciate the follow-up there. And I have no issues with that going into a location that's already been approved. Thank you.
Commissioner Gandhi?
I have no comments on this. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you. Chairwoman Joyce, is there a motion?
Yes, my motion would be to approve this delivery application.
And then buffer zone variance.
I'm sorry, yes, with the buffer zone variance.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, and none opposed. And just for the record, Commissioner Gandhi wasn't on for this proposal, so she didn't vote. All right, so the petition is granted as requested. Those are all the matters before the board today. Our next hearing will take place on February 11th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Thank you for all attending, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Yeah.